I've lived in the cutest coastal college town in North Carolina for the past 3 years, and for some reason, I have willingly decided to move away. But before I do, I wanted to hit most of my favorite spots in Wilmington, North Carolina, and take you along with me. Due to my schedule and the weather that was very uncooperative the past couple weeks, I wasn't able to go to every single spot that is my favorite, but I did make it to quite a few of them. Obviously, the reason that most people move to Wilmington, North Carolina is for the ocean, and I was no exception to that. I fell in love with the beach here at a young age when we'd come vacation here every summer. I lived closer to Wrightsville Beach, so that is the one I tended to go to a lot more often. It still would be my favorite and beach of choice. In my opinion, it's a lot cleaner, a lot less touristy than Carolina Beach, and my absolute favorite thing to do is sunrise. And not only just that, sunrise swim. I love to go for a sunrise dunk. I know that's kind of when the sharks come out. Sometimes the risk is worth it. But yeah, the sunrises are beautiful. We're on the East Coast, so obviously we get the sunrises versus the sunsets. And sunset is still fun to go to too. I didn't get any videos of this next part because, like I said, the weather has not been cooperating when I would be able to go do this, nor would my body physically allow me to do this right now. It's called the Wrightsville Beach Loop. It's right on the island. It's about a 3-mile walk, I think, that loops around the island. It was my favorite place to go exercise. The views are incredible. I love it there so much. And I'm going to be sad that I won't be able to go on walks in such beautiful places anymore. Now let's make our way downtown Wilmington. There's this little district called the Cargo District, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of small businesses that are set up in old cargo shipping boxes. I've never heard of a place like this before, and every store is truly so unique. And I've definitely popped in, I think, almost all of them at one point, but my ultimate favorite store in the Cargo District is the plant Outpost. It is the most magical shop with disco balls, sun catchers, plants, and greenery everywhere. You just can't go in there without feeling a serotonin boost. I have bought a few plants from there, and they'll repot it for you, and I had them for my entire college experience here, so they lasted me a very long time, and that's coming from someone who's notorious for killing plants by accident. But other than those few times, I would just go in there to walk around and look at everything. But yeah, I love the plant Outpost, and I'm really sad to leave it behind. If you walk just down the road, you'll see Zeke's, which is an acai bowl place. You're gonna notice from this video that acai bowls are one of my favorite foods ever, if not my favorite food ever. So I'm always on the search for a good acai bowl. And there's also other little restaurants in this area, but on a hot summer day, an acai bowl just hits like nothing else can. Yeah, Zeke's is great. I can't remember what the name of the bowl I get there is, but I love pineapple, so I'm usually getting something with pineapple on it. Now, leaving the Cargo District, we go into actual downtown Wilmington, and I'm not a huge fan of the downtown, if I'm being totally honest. I hardly ever went there. I did community college there for a year, so I was down there every day, and about saw everything I needed to within a week of going to school there when I'd walk around in between my classes. There is one store that I have frequented probably the most out of any store in Wilmington, or at least fun store, and that is Papercut Books. It is such a cute bookstore, and if you know me at all, you know how much I love reading, and I love supporting local businesses whenever I can. So whenever they have a book in stock that I have been wanting, I try to go there. When you go there, you have to make sure you say hi to Bob the Disco Ball. The staff is always so nice, and I love just perusing. It's another one of those stores that it's fun even when you don't actually buy something. But they also have clothes and other little goodies you can buy other than books. Before I get to my honorable mentions that did not make it in the video, I'm going to take you to Mayfair, which is a shopping outdoor mall. There's a ton of shopping, but the store that I went into most was Barnes & Noble. I grew up without a Barnes & Noble. The closest one we had to me was over an hour away, so it was such a treat to be able to go to them when I did. So then living by one, it was so fun. I'd go there and study and again just peruse the books because it's fun just looking. There's other shopping too at Mayfair. I especially love there's a new Free People, a new Aerie, there's Altered State, Lulu, Victoria's Secret, you know, like all those typical mall shopping stores. There's also Michael's. I also would go there to meet my aunt for lunch dates. I don't eat out a ton, but when I do, it's usually in Mayfair. They have a kava. I am obsessed with kava, so that was always such a great option. And also, they have a pizza place called Brick's Pizza, and they have a really good gluten-free crust. They kept changing their menu, so I stopped going there as often, and I haven't been there for a while, but I do really like it. But another acai bowl place, and the place I happened to go to the day I was filming this, is Playa Bowls, and I got an acai bowl there, which hit so hard. Like I mentioned, I wasn't able to go to every single place I wanted to go to because I literally move in 2 days as I'm filming this. If you're watching this, I'm already moved, and expect some moving vlogs in the next couple weeks. But my honorable mentions of places I love I just couldn't get to, starting on Wrightsville Beach. I love Sundays. It is a coffee shop, and they have such good acai bowls. I know I keep talking about acai bowls, but that's one of my favorite things to get. And they're right on the beach, so you can park there, get your acai bowl, and walk on the beach. It's also a great study spot. I haven't personally studied there because I didn't want to pay for parking to have to study, but that's a great place to eat. And another great place to eat is on Carolina Beach. It's called Maylama Cafe. They have great gluten-free options. I would get the avocado wrap, and then usually a chai is my choice when I go to a coffee shop. Of course, there's the boardwalk at Carolina Beach. That is fun for more vacations, I feel like, because they have the carnival rides, which are kind of sketchy. I'm going to warn you, I thought I was going to die on one of those. Otherwise, they have really good gelati, which is soft serve and gelato mixed together. The mango kind, trust me on that. And then Sea Witch is a fun place to eat. You get a really good vacation experience at Sea Witch. Another place I love on Carolina Beach, it's down by the pier. I think it's just called Carolina Beach Pier, but every year they do a pumpkin patch and then a Christmas tree farm. And both of those things are so fun to go to on the beach. Coming from someone who lived in the tundra during those months, to have those on the beach is a surreal experience, but it's a lot of fun. Back closer to where I lived, I would also go to Longleaf Park a lot and go on walks. I would bring my carver board and skate around. I've also roller skated there before. It's a beautiful park. It's really big, and there's a lot of good sightseeing there. That about sums up my most frequented places in Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm really sad to move, but I'll touch more on that in next week's video. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next Friday.